Welcome to this channel. Mau belajar bahasa Indonesia atau bahasa Inggris dengan cara yang seru, santai, dan mudah dipahami? You're in the right place. Belajar kosakata dan ekspresi sehari-hari. Learn daily vocabulary and expressions. Dengarkan contoh situasi nyata. Listen to real-life examples. Subscribe sekarang dan nyalakan notifikasi. Let's learn together and have fun.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've got some really interesting material today. Beginner lesson notes about Indonesian music.
Yeah, aimed at absolute beginners, which is great because it gives us a foundational perspective.
Exactly. So our mission, as always, is to kind of dive into these notes and pull out the key things, give everyone a solid overview based just on this material.
And it starts off really well, actually. There's this little dialogue snippet right at the beginning.
Oh, right, between Tootie and Edie.
That's the one. It's a perfect place to start, because it immediately shows you there isn't just one view on music there.
Yeah, Tootie asks Edie if he's heard Indonesian music. He says yes. Then she asks the key question. Senang music Indonesia yang mana? Which Indonesian music do you like?
And Edie's quite specific. He likes Balinese and Javanese gamelan.
But then Tootie's reaction is, well, a bit surprising maybe. She says, oh, begitu. Saya tidak begitu suka gamelan. Oh, really? I don't really like gamelan much.
Yeah, and she even adds, it's sedikit membosankan.
A little boring.
A little boring. Which, right from the start, is fascinating. It tells you Indonesian music isn't monolithic. People have different tastes.
Definitely sets the stage. Okay, so maybe we should unpack some of the language here first. The notes introduce ways to say like.
Right. We had two main words, senang and suka.
Senang and suka. Both mean like.
Basically, yeah. But the notes add a little nuance, sort of a regional hint.
Oh.
It suggests senang might be a bit more common across Indonesia generally.
Okay.
While suka is perhaps heard more often in Malaysia. Just a subtle difference mentioned in the notes.
Interesting. And how are they used? The examples seem pretty clear.
Yeah, they show saya senang musik ini and saya suka musik ini.
Both meaning I like this music. Seems interchangeable there.
Exactly. And it's not just for liking things like music. They work as auxiliary verbs too.
Ah, like helping verbs.
Sort of, yeah. Like in saya senang makan bubur or saya suka makan bubur.
Which means I like to eat rice porridge.
Okay.
So you like to eat.
Precisely. The structure works with either word in that context.
And we also saw it used for places, right? Saya senang di yoga.
I like it in yoga, yeah. And tutti suka di solo.
Tutti likes it in solo. So it's quite versatile.
Very. Now, going back to Tutti's question. Senang music Indonesia yang mana?
Yang mana. That part's important.
Super important. It means which one. It's how you ask someone to specify from a choice.
And the grammar note was key too. It always comes after the noun. It's modifying.
Yes, exactly. You don't put it first.
So not like which music do you like, but music, which one do you like? Kind of structurally?
Right. The examples show that clearly. Mau ke toko yang mana?
Which store do you want to go to?
Or even just shorter, like hotel yang mana?
Which hotel?
Or bank yang mana?
Which bank? Okay, so the pattern is noun first, then yang mana.
Got it. So if you wanted to ask about a specific song, lagu yang song, you'd say
Senang lagu yang mana? Or suka lagu yang mana?
Perfect. That's the structure.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about gamelan then, since that's what Edie likes and Tutunana, well, doesn't.
Right. The notes tell us gamelan is actually a Javanese word.
Oh, specifically Javanese.
Yeah, and it means to hammer.
To hammer. Wow, that's evocative. Tells you something about the sound production.
Definitely suggests percussion, right? And it's not just one instrument. It refers to a whole range of Indonesian percussion orchestras.
An orchestra, okay. What kind of instruments are typically in one?
Well, the notes list the common ones. You've got gongs, various sizes, different kinds of drums, played by hand usually, then xylophones.
Wooden ones.
Yeah, wooden bars, and also metallophones.
Metallophones. Okay, what are those?
Think xylophones, but with metal keys instead of wood.
Ah, okay. So that would give a different sound, maybe more ringing.
Exactly, more resonant, probably brighter than the wood.
Yeah.
So you get this mix of sounds, the deep gongs, the rhythmic drums, the wood, the metal.
Sounds complex.
It can be incredibly complex, yeah. And it's not just about the sound. The notes stress the cultural importance.
Right, it's not just concert music.
No, not at all. It's essential for accompanying dances, traditional drama, rituals, especially in Java and Bali. It's deeply woven into the cultural fabric there.
So Edie, liking Balinese and Javanese gamelan, is tapping into something really significant, culturally speaking.
Absolutely. Which makes Tootie's reaction, finding it a bit boring, even more interesting. It highlights that even deeply traditional forms don't resonate with everyone today, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe she prefers something more modern or just different.
And conveniently, the notes actually do mention some other types of music.
Oh, good. What else is there?
Well, they briefly introduce Dengarkan.
Dengarkan. How's that described?
It's described as being Western-inspired.
Western-inspired. Makes you wonder what kind of Western music and from when.
Yeah, it opens up historical questions, doesn't it? Then there's Dangdut.
Dangdut? I think I've heard of that one.
Possibly. The notes describe it as Indian-influenced pop music.
Indian-influenced pop? Okay, so maybe rhythmic, melodic influences from India blended with pop structures.
Sounds like it. Again, suggests that cultural mixing pot aspect of Indonesia.
Oh, definitely. Was there anything else mentioned?
One more. Campursari.
Campursari. And that one is?
Described as a hybrid. A mix of gamelan and pop music.
Oh, wow. So directly blending the traditional orchestra with contemporary pop sounds, that sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it does. It shows there's ongoing evolution, mixing old new.
So quite a journey from just those beginner notes. We started with Edie and Tootie disagreeing and ended up touching on basic vocab like sanang and suka, the crucial question phrase yang mana.
Got a basic idea of what gamelan is, the instruments, the hammering idea, its cultural role.
And then these quick glimpses of Dengarkan, Dangdut, and Campursari. It really opens up the diversity of it all.
Absolutely. So to wrap up, we've seen how to talk about liking music, how to ask which one, we've met the gamelan orchestra, and had a peek at other styles.
So for everyone listening, especially the person who provided these notes, hopefully this gives a clearer picture of the musical landscape hinted at here.
And it leaves us with a question for you, the listener, to think about. Based on just these brief descriptions, the traditional hammering sounds of gamelan, the Western-inspired Dengarkan, the Indian-influenced pop of Dangdut, or the gamelan pop blend of Campursari, which one of those, just from the description, sparks your curiosity the most?
Yeah, what makes you want to maybe go and find a recording or learn a bit more? It's a good launching point for your own exploration into Indonesia's really rich world of music.
Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe.